Welcome to Northern Star Generations Training for Near Misses. Today we will learn what is a near miss, why they are so important, and what you should be doing about them.
Here at Northern Star, there is nothing more important than your safety. Your family is counting on you to come home safely every day. Occupational injuries not only hurt you, but they can devastate your family. At Northern Star, we want to do everything we can for your safety. Each of us also has the obligation to look after our coworkers and keep everyone safe. In order to achieve this goal, we all must work together every single day to improve our performance. The new Near Miss program is a tool that we can use to improve our safety performance.
The conditions that lead to accidents are called causal factors. Those include physical hazards like a slippery floor or an unguarded piece of equipment. Human factors can also be causal factors if someone is doing something unsafe. Common unsafe behaviors include fatigue, rushing distraction, or not following procedures. Causal factors often lead to minor injuries or near-miss events before ever causing a major accident. The accident could have been prevented if the factors had been identified and corrected before it happened. The more causal factors that can be eliminated, the more injuries can be prevented. Major injuries can often be prevented by fixing simple problems. In 1931, behavioral scientist Herbert Heinrich created the theory of the accident pyramid. This theory states that every serious injury is preceded by more frequent but less severe accidents and injuries. Those injuries are preceded by even more frequent near misses. For every accident, there can be hundreds or even thousands of near-miss events. Each of those near misses is an opportunity to correct a hazard that has the potential to cause a serious injury. There are many more unsafe conditions and unsafe acts than there are accidents because those conditions and behaviors do not always result in accidents or injuries. It's like rolling the dice. However, if those conditions and behaviors are not corrected, they will eventually cause someone to get hurt. It is the same exact causes for near misses that cause injuries. Every unsafe condition and behavior has the potential to cause a serious accident. That is why it is so important to report and correct every near-miss situation. Here at Northern Star, we encourage the reporting of as many unsafe conditions and situations as possible so that we can eliminate the hazards that cause accidents. For reporting purposes, near misses fall into two categories: near hits and uncontrolled hazards. Nearly hits are situations that nearly resulted into an accident. Examples would include if you walk by a rack and a box falls, nearly hitting you, or if you slip on an oily surface and nearly fall. Uncontrolled hazards are those causal factors that, if left uncorrected, could result in an accident. Examples would include physical hazards like a piece of equipment that is leaking oil causing the walkway to become slippery. These factors also include unsafe behaviors such as an employee driving a forklift too fast or not wearing a seatbelt. Did you see that? Did you notice what was wrong in that picture? Do you think it's safe for your neighbor's son Billy to cut the grass in flip-flops? Well, Billy cut the grass only wearing those sandals, and guess what happened? Nothing. Not this time. But Billy now has a false sense of security because he wasn't hurt. He thinks that it's safe and perfectly fine to wear flip-flops while cutting the grass. Well, the following week, Billy had to go to baseball practice, so he woke up early and he cut the grass in the morning and it was still damp with dew. He wore flip-flops again. Can you guess what happened this time? Billy didn't make it to baseball practice. Billy never played baseball again. His foot was amputated because he was doing something unsafe. Imagine how Billy's parents feel because they didn't tell him to wear proper footwear or to wait until the grass dried. They would have eliminated the hazards that led to Billy's tragic accident. I wonder how many people saw Billy and didn't say anything because they didn't want to be involved. They didn't want to offend him. What would you have said if you saw Billy doing something unsafe, cutting the grass, wearing flip-flops? Do you think you might have prevented the injury just by saying something?
In order for Northern Star to succeed at safety, we need your help and involvement. You are the most important piece of the equation. Why? Because no single employee can be everywhere at once. Plus, every person sees things differently than everyone else. You may see a hazard that no one else noticed. By getting everyone involved with the process, we increase our chances of eliminating more hazards before they cause accidents. The more near-miss reports we discover and fix, the fewer injuries we have in the long run.
Let's talk about how this situation works. First, you see a near miss or an uncontrolled hazard or unsafe behavior. You take control and correct the situation. Maybe you write a work order. Perhaps you stop the unsafe behavior, or maybe you even fix the hazard if you're trained to do so safely. Please do not try to fix something if you're not trained to do so. Next, you fill out a near miss form and you give it to your supervisor. Have him sign it. You should then give the form to the site safety manager. Next is the best part. Be happy that you helped your coworkers or even yourself go home safely. Finally, if you are lucky, you might win $100. From now until the end of the year, each month we are giving away $100 at each plant. We are randomly selecting from each month's near-miss reports at each facility to win a $100 gift card. Each month is another chance to win a $100 gift card. This is our way of saying thank you for helping keep Northern Star safe and participating in our safety program. All employees are encouraged to submit near-miss reports, but only hourly employees qualify for the monthly drawing. Near misses are not part of the Northern Star generation discipline process. If you see an employee performing an unsafe task, you should not write down his or her name on the report. However, you should write down what you did to correct the situation.
Northern Star's management team appreciates your hard work and wants you to be safe. At no time should you perform any job that you do not feel can be done safely for any reason. You should bring the situation to your supervisor's attention immediately so that any hazard can be properly evaluated and managed. There will be no discipline for taking these actions.
Thank you for your hard work and commitment to Northern Star's safety program. Together we can eliminate hazards and keep everyone going home safely to their family. Remember, there is just nothing more important than your safety.